What's up, my dudes and dudettes and whoever's watching? Today I'm gonna make potatoes because I'm hungry. Oh, that was beautiful. So without further ado, I'm gonna start cutting them immediately. You can actually cut potatoes however you want. So just, do that how you want. Yeah. But for me, I'm just going to be cutting them into rounds and then down like, I don't know, and then just like this. Just ignore the part where my camera falls every 5 seconds. Beautiful. Hard. Okay, I think I'm gonna not film this one. By the way, I forgot to mention that a lot of people like to peel their potatoes, but I personally don't like to peel mine. So, yeah, I like this. Next, I'm gonna rinse them with hot water to get them a little bit less starchy and makes them healthier. Just kidding, it doesn't do that last part. That was a joke. But what it does do is get rid of some of the starch, and it also softens them up for a bit when you go to cook them. Okay, now we're just going to put them in a bowl with some olive oil and spices. To do this, you can use any bowl you want, just as long as it fits it. So for the spices, I'm going to be using... Oh, wait, that's not it. Okay. With this Kinder's wood-fired garlic seasoning, it's very good. It is amazing for potatoes. I highly recommend that you get this. Some salt, pepper, and some paprika. Sorry, paprika. I can't, say words anymore, honestly. I don't know if that's... To be honest, you can kind of just eyeball this step. You don't have to really think about it too much. I recommend not putting too much paprika because it can be pretty overpowering and bitter if you put too much. I think I put a little too much. Actually, and once I put the wood-fired garlic, it won't be that. So put a lot of the wood-fired garlic. Or just any garlic powder that you have. Anything with garlic is given to be amazing. I'm just going to crack in some pepper. Wait, that sounded like I was putting crap. Okay. And now for just a bit of sea salt. Just kidding. This is not sea salt. Well, it might be. I don't know. It seems just like... Oh, yeah, it is sea salt. Seems very processed though, so I didn't want to call it sea salt. Since it was just so processed, it doesn't feel like sea salt. Then you're just going to want to shake that up. I'm doing this very slowly because I don't want any of the potatoes to get out. Crap. One got out. And then some olive oil. This kind right here in the big bottle. That's the best kind. But if you do want to make it healthier, you can substitute it for avocado oil or any other oil you think would be healthier. So I'd recommend putting 1 or 2 capfuls of olive oil. I'm just going to put a tiny bit more because, yeah. And honestly, while I'm at it, I think I'm going to add more seasoning because I'm crazy. Okay. I'm making these in a air fryer. So, yeah. I'm just going to pour these, well, I'm cleaning up my space. So I'm just going to do this over my sink just in case there's any excess oil, which there definitely is because I put way too much. So do not listen to my oil amounts unless you made a very big batch, much bigger than I had. Okay, there actually wasn't that much excess oil, but there still was. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. I am not a professional. I'm some random person you decided to listen to on YouTube. Excuse me while I do some cleaning. Perfect. Yar har har. I'm just gonna clean off this. Perfect. Love how that fell right onto the floor. That should be great for the blooper reel. I'm not even sure how that happened, to be honest. Sauce going on here. And then scrubby brush and soap. Most people don't include this part in their cooking videos, but it's important to show the not glamorous parts of cooking. Because if you make videos saying like it's easy, then everyone's gonna feel like they're stupid when they go to... Anyways. What we got here? Now that everything is clean, we shall start. Okay, so for the settings, I'm going to go for French fry, and we're going to put it for about, for about 15 minutes. And if you put on the light, you can see inside. Now, this is my air fryer. I don't know how yours works. So if you don't know how to use yours, I definitely recommend going through the instructions manual or just searching it up, because obviously you have to know how to use your appliances before you use them. And we're just going to let this do its thing. And we'll check back on it again. Okay, y'all, so it's pretty much almost done. Don't mind me. I was just watching Johnny and Gilbert. What? Bro, I'm filming. Anyways, the potatoes are almost done, chat. Brr, 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 brr. Honestly, they're practically done. Just give it 2 minutes. Y'all, the potatoes are done, and this is what they look like. Okay, and this is what they look like. Very beautiful. This is how they should turn out. If you want to make a sauce, you can make a sauce. Go do that.